Meantime, government officials in Halton are pushing back tonight against potentially joining the GTA in a modified stage 2. Now, this comes after Premier Doug Ford hinted at extending restrictions to other parts of Ontario. Halton Region mayors have come together to say their COVID count is low and under control. A letter penned by area mayors and provincial officials sent to Chief Medical Officer of Health, Dr. David Williams, asking him to avoid blanket restrictions for areas where COVID cases remain relatively low.
Our numbers are a fraction of what we're seeing in those other places.
The letter says in part, Halton residents are asking that we target activities and locations that pose the highest risk of transmission, including limiting non-essential travel outside of identified hotspots. The mayor of Burlington says outbreaks in her city have been mainly located at long-term care homes and not restaurants or gyms like what we've seen in Toronto and Peel.
There's no evidence that some of the recent spikes, even in Halton, are coming from businesses. So where's the evidence to close them?
We won't even have an economy if this thing just continues to spread and gets up over 1,000 cases.
On Friday, Premier Doug Ford called the situation in Halton concerning and hinted that Halton and Durham could join Toronto, York, Peel, and Ottawa in a modified stage 2 within the next few days. Mayor Marianne Mead Ward says if that happens, businesses in Halton will be penalized for no reason at all.
There are businesses who've said they can't survive another lockdown, and that's exactly why they've taken the precautions they have to keep people safe, and it's working. And so again, closing businesses that have not been the source of spread is not an effective step.
Today, the province saw a record number of COVID-19 infections at 978. Halton Region contributed only 21 to that case count.
Let us look at what the source of infection in Halton is. We are getting a better understanding of that, and allow those voluntary measures to work in the steps that we're taking instead of a blanket shutdown, which will penalize those businesses and activities that are not the source of spread.
Premier Ford said he hopes to figure out whether Halton and Durham should revert to a modified stage 2 by Monday. Now, that would force indoor dining, movie theaters, and gyms to shut down.